If these costs keep rising, we are in serious
Every
trouble.
year, it happens like clockwork. You open your lease renewal, and the number is higher, much higher. You ask your landlord why. They shrug. They blame the market. They say, everyone else is raising prices, so we have to too. We used to think the market was controlled by supply and demand, or maybe greedy billionaires in a smoke-filled room. But that is the old way. Today, your rent isn't being set by a human. It's being set by an algorithm, a piece of software that has quietly seized control of the housing market in almost every major city. It's not just inflation, it is a cartel, and you are the victim. Here is how they did it. To understand the scam, first we have to understand how things should work. This is Capitalism Undie 1. In a normal market, landlords are enemies. They compete for you. If landlord A charges too much, you walk across the street to landlord B. This competition keeps prices down. It's a war for your wallet, and in a war, the consumer wins.
I've bypassed the encryption.
But about 10 years ago, a company called RealPage walked into the room, and they whispered a secret into the landlord's ears. They said, "Why are you fighting each other? Fighting lowers your profits. If you both share your data with us, we can tell you exactly how much to charge." This software, called YieldStar, collects private data from millions of apartments. It knows who is moving out, who is moving in, and exactly how much everyone is paying. The software processes this data and tells every landlord to set the price at the exact same high number. Suddenly, the renter has nowhere to go. The competition is dead. The enemies have become teammates. Now you might say, wait, isn't that just how Uber pricing works? Not quite. And this distinction is where the crime happens. In the old days, a landlord's biggest fear was an empty apartment. An empty unit makes $0. So, humans would naturally lower the price to fill it up quickly.
As you can see,
But the algorithm thinks differently. It creates a strategy called revenue management. The math is cold and ruthless. The software realized that it is actually more profitable to have fewer tenants paying way more money. This is the scary part. The software explicitly tells leasing agents, do not negotiate. Do not lower the price. Let the unit sit empty. This creates artificial scarcity. By intentionally keeping units empty, the supply of housing goes down.
Help! I'm drowning! Somebody help!
And when supply goes down, the price for everyone else goes up. This only works if everyone does it. If one landlord cheats and lowers prices, the system breaks. But remember, they are all plugged into the same brain. In fact, the software tracks the landlords. If a property manager tries to lower the rent to help a human being, they have to ask the robot for permission, and the robot usually says no. Now, you are probably screaming at your screen, isn't this illegal? If three CEOs met in a hotel room and agreed to fix prices, that is a violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act. They would go to federal prison. But the defense is, we didn't talk to each other, we just talked to the software. For a long time, this worked. It was a loophole the size of the internet, but recently, the Department of Justice in several states woke up. In massive lawsuits filed recently, prosecutors are arguing that outsourcing your collusion to a machine is still collusion. Just because you use an algorithm to rob the people doesn't mean you aren't a robber. Internal documents revealed in these lawsuits showed executives laughing about how they could push prices higher than anyone thought possible. So, what happens next? If the courts rule against these companies, it could be the biggest shakeup in the housing market in 50 years. But this isn't just about rent. This is about surveillance pricing. It's happening in your Uber, your insurance, even your grocery store. Companies are trying to see exactly how much pain you can tolerate before you break. RealPage was just the first one to get caught being too greedy. The economy is changing. The invisible hand is becoming a digital fist. If you want to understand how the world of money is actually rigged against you, hit that subscribe button. We read the lawsuit so you don't have to. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.